What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Two Guys Watching Football, where we are getting into part two of our key matchups, looking at the Ravens defense against the new look Miami Dolphins offense. They loaded up on weapons. They got guys that can play in space. We're going to get into all of it. If you guys are liking this, if you like how I put the film in yesterday's video, I'm going to do it again today. Hit the like button, drop a comment down below. If that's what you guys want to see, let me know. I'll keep bringing it. If it's your first time at the channel, what's going on? Hit subscribe so we can keep doing this every week. So let's get right into it. What I think is going to be one of the key matchups. And I mean, there might be other pieces that are more important. They have big playmakers, but I think what's going to dictate the offensive strategy for the Dolphins is going to be their interior offensive line of left guard Liam Eichenberg, center Connor Williams, and right guard Robert Hunt against the interior defensive line of the Baltimore Ravens, which has just gotten deeper. They're getting Travis Jones back as per Mike McDonald. So I only have Matabike, Campbell, and Pierce listed, but now you have Travis Jones, you have Broderick Washington. Matabike, Pierce, Campbell, and Washington combined for 13 pressures on Sunday. It was a new look interior pass rush. That was against the Jets interior offensive line that I would argue is better than this Miami Dolphins one. So if they're able to do the same thing, their Miami Dolphins are going to have to rely on their quick game. They're not going to be able to, do as much drop back passing. They're going to be trying to basically get their guys out in space. And I think if you go look at the passing chart that the Miami Dolphins had last week, so this is Tua's passing chart, you can see a lot, like 20 throws under 10 yards. So 2 behind the line of scrimmage and then 18 within 0 to 9. They barely pushed the ball downfield. Because they didn't have a whole lot of time. And so if the Ravens are able to do that, that's how the Dolphins are going to have to adjust. And so what that looked like, I pulled a couple of clips so you guys can see, was basically here because they do have the speed. And Mozart, Edmonds, Hill, and Waddle can do a lot in space. So they're trying to get the ball out to Hill in space, give him some room to operate. You're going to see the motion Hill across here, then send him an orbit motion on the way back. And same idea. They're trying to get that ball in space. Might be lagging a bit. Sorry if it is. I'll try and adjust that for the next clip that I show. But you guys can kind of see what I mean. And then they're going to do it with their running back as well right here. So they're just, and so key tackling is going to be a big thing here. But let me get that out there. So you guys see what I mean? Like they're going to try and push the ball short, get yak, that sort of thing. If this offensive line can't hold up against the Miami Dolphins, it looks like they're going to have Greg Little in at right tackle for Austin Jackson too. So, the pass rush of the Baltimore Ravens could really dictate what happens in this game. And that takes us into matchup 2 because Tua against Marcus Williams is going to be a big one. I think the way the Ravens secondary played in the game against the New York Jets was really trying to keep things in front of them. They didn't want to give up a whole lot of area behind them. And so that resulted in a lot of, we'll say completions under their zone. And so that kind of feeds into what Miami's defense is going to adjust with. So they may have a higher completion percentage, but they're going to struggle moving the ball downfield. But because they have Jalen Waddle and they have Tyreek Hill, Tua is going to take those deep shots. They're going to happen. They happened on Sunday. There wasn't a lot of them, but the way the secondary played them was crucial to, not only it was crucial to their success, but also to what the defense could do to stop Tua. So it's going to happen. You're going to see it. They're going to take that deep shot. Marcus Williams has to be ready for it. But what I did want to show some of the throws from Tua because he really didn't do a good job protecting the ball. There were several opportunities. You can see right here, just kind of lobs it over. That should have been an interception. And then you're going to see this one here again, coming off play action. And he's just kind of tossing this up for Tyreek Hill. And Hill catches it. But if you zoom in, you could actually see that the defender had the hand on the ball first. So that's 2 plays right there that should have been interceptions for that defense. Huge missed opportunities. So it's going to be about Marcus Williams, Marcus Peters, those guys that are ball hawks on the back end, taking advantage of Tua's throws. I think Tua throws very precise, short. That's what I saw. he kind of struggled moving the ball downfield. So that kind of fits what we've heard about him. I saw it on film against the Patriots, but I do think they are going to take those shots. They did it last week. They had a couple of explosive plays. So how can Marcus Williams hold up? They're going to probably play a lot of cover three against this team, trying to keep those speedy receivers in front of them. Marcus Williams will be manning the deep center. They'll have Chuck Clark up at the line. They'll have Kyle Hamilton in there. I want to show this too because the Ravens used dime on nearly half their snaps last year. The Chargers were the second highest team at 28.6%. Now, a lot of that came in the fourth quarter, just kind of playing ahead and getting Kyle Hamilton on the field. But I think it's a way that they could get more DBs on the field against these speedy threats that the Miami Dolphins have. So it does make sense. Moving into the next one. So Brandon Stevens missed practice yesterday. So this could turn into whoever plays left cornerback. And I say that because Brandon Stevens on Sunday played 56 of his 58 snaps at left cornerback specifically. It looks like he's going to be manning that one spot. And so you saw Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle move all over the field. I think if Brandon Stevens is playing boundary corner, they're going to pick on him. They're going to stay away from Marcus Peters if he's back, and they're going to try and target Brandon Stevens. They're not going to probably throw as much at Marlon Humphrey if they don't have to. I'm expecting them to ISO Hill and Waddle against Stevens and try and test the young player. I thought Brandon Stevens held up extremely well last week. He only allowed 3 catches on 8 targets. That was the lowest completion percentage allowed by a cornerback on the Ravens roster. So that's extremely impressive. He had that really nice PBU against, I can't remember if it was Davis or Wilson, but he got his hand right in, broke the pass up. He did get credited for the touchdown by Ty Conklin, who ran a flat into his zone. But if you guys go back and watch that play, he played that ball perfectly. He just missed the swat. Could have been a PBU as easy as a touchdown. So I thought Brandon Stevens looked great, but I'm expecting the Dolphins to test them with these options. And it is important because this is a very good look of what these explosive weapons can do to you. This was the touchdown pass to Jalen Waddle. And it wasn't anything crazy in the design, but watch the missed tackle right there. And these are the explosive plays that they can get, and he's going to hit the Waddle in the end zone there. So, I mean, that's what they have to be ready for. So those are kind of the quick highlights there that I think are the key matchups. I really think a lot of that pass rush getting to Tua is going to dictate what the Miami Dolphins do. I think as long as the Ravens can dictate that with their pressure, they should have success against their offense despite the weapons. They run a zone-heavy running scheme. I'm not as worried about that being a huge factor. I actually really like Chase Edmonds as a player, but I think the D-line takes care of that. Taking away that play action opportunity, forcing Tua to throw short. Key here is going to be tackling, and we say it every year. I'm really expecting the Ravens D to keep the ball in front of them, make tackles. It might be a little bit of that bend but don't break a lot of field goals on their scoring drives, but we can live with that if the offense comes out and takes care of business. So like I said, hit that like button. If you guys like this, drop a comment down below. Let me know. What do you think? What did I miss? What do you see as the key matchup? And obviously hit subscribe if you're new here. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other.